hotel with a great view of the city of Detroit. Constructed in the early 20th century, it is iconic on Detroit's skyline. But now, it lies abandoned. This is the story of the Lee Plaza Hotel. A live band playing music, a crowd energized, dancing into the night. Happy people having the time of their life and excited for whatever may come in the future. This would have been a common sight in the ballroom of the Lee Plaza Hotel. Rolf T. Lee was a furniture salesman, and in 1919, he would leave his job to go and pursue a career in real estate. He quickly became a real estate mogul, and by 1929, he had accumulated $75 million after being adjusted for inflation. Construction on Lee Plaza would finish in 1929. It featured 220 luxury apartments. In addition to its ballroom, it also featured a billiards room, a circular library, and even a daycare center. The ground floor also featured a meat market and a grocery store. Residents had access to concierge and room service. They also had their own individual servidor, which allowed them to send their laundry down for dry cleaning. These apartments featured all the luxuries of a hotel. The lobby was decked out with ornate rugs and sculptures. Just past the lobby was a large hallway nicknamed Peacock Alley. The ceiling was painted many different vibrant colors, and mirrors lined the walls. Sitting in between the mirrors were chairs, each chair costing about $24,000. Beyond Peacock Alley was the ballroom, the kitchen and dining area, and massive bronze doors that led to the elevator. Residents could use the ballroom to host parties, and every night an orchestra would play from the balcony. One night a week, a movie would be played in the ballroom. A massive light was installed on the roof of the Lee Plaza building, with the intention of it being a beacon, not only to help guide pilots through Detroit, but also as a symbol of the wealth of the city. It would be illuminated every single night. All of these symbols of wealth would become quite ironic, considering the state of the building today. But the story of Lee Plaza would not end there, and soon Rolf Lee would find himself in legal trouble.
Shower area.
Something like that. Wow. This is beautiful. This is the ballroom. This is absolutely beautiful. Incredible. Amazing. Wow. It's really, really beautiful. It's incredible. We can head up to the next floor. Wow. Incredible. Very low-hanging ceiling on the stairs. Wow. Just look at that. That's amazing. Yo, our friend Beoff was here.
Huh?
Wow. We found more rooms down this hallway. Oh. Ooh, someone was here in 2013. Incredible. Look at the architecture on the ceiling. It's beautiful. Looks like this hallway's been stripped pretty well so far. Ooh, elevator shaft.
That's scary.
Ooh. I do love Detroit. There's the elevator shaft again from the next floor up. Incredible. Here's the view from one of the rooms. Wow. It's beautiful. It's a really, really great view. Amazing. Hey there, little guy. Hey there, little guy.
He's not hurt. No, it doesn't look hurt. He's like,
Wow.
back off, huh?
Yeah, it's incredible. No way, we're not here to harm you, little dude. Alright, let's.
We're cool looking though. Yeah, she's definitely protecting the eggs right there.
Hey, back up into the hallway. Sure. Whoa. Well, we're gonna keep heading up to the roof. Little dude has his eyes trained on us.
Yeah, he does. We're out of here, buddy. You have a good day.
See you later, Julian. I'm naming you Julian. We made it to the top floor. There's the way to the roof. And this is the top of the elevator shaft. Looks like there's a lot of maintenance in this area. So we're gonna head on up. Well, we made it to the roof. There's a slight drizzle outside, a little bit of a shower. Hopefully that'll clear up soon so I can fly the drone. Wow, incredible. Wow. This is just incredible. Look at the view of the city. Yo, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at how well you can see the city from here. This is amazing. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. We're gonna go this way. Man, look at all that view. All those people down there just going about their daily lives, completely oblivious to this building and its history. Here's the other side. Still got that view. Let's see what the view looks like from the other side of the building. Ooh, that looks really nice. I can see the school that's next door. Man, that's really incredible. Look at that. Not only has our friend Behoff been here, but Mr. P's been here too. That's pretty cool. We're gonna head back down. In 1927, Rolf Lee sold the Lee Plaza. It was sold to the Detroit Investment Company. But the company had defaulted on their payments. By December of 1930, they were $1.1 million, or $13.53 million today, short of what they owed. In 1931, the Equitable Trust Company would take over the building, and they would appoint Rolf Lee as an advisor, although he would end up becoming the building's manager. In June of 1935, bondholders took Equitable to court, claiming that they had not received any of their investment back since 1930 and that management was lax and wasteful. Much of the cost of the building was covered by bonds. A bond is a loan paid for by investors. It serves as a promise that whoever is being invested in will pay back all the money that the bondholders gave them. The Equitable Trust Company and Rolf Lee were found to be in contempt of court and were required to pay the bondholders $30,000, which is equivalent to $466,000 today. Only 2 weeks later, Rolf Lee would be brought to court by bondholders of his other properties. By 1935, the Lee Plaza had gone bankrupt, as did its namesake, Rolf Lee. Over the next 8 years, the Lee Plaza was involved in many different court cases and a lot of different people trying to take ownership of it. But as time went on, Detroit began to grow larger, and residential hotels started to become a thing of the past. A new company would be founded with the explicit purpose of taking over the building. They called themselves the Lee Plaza Company, and they would purchase the old hotel on November 20th of 1943 for $600,000, which is equivalent to $7.5 million today. The building would still be operated at a loss, barely being able to break even. Eventually, the Lee Plaza Company would sell the building. In 1960, a developer would purchase it, and in 1969, that same developer would sell the building, and it would be turned into a senior assisted living center. The building would be renovated, and throughout the 70s, many seniors would move in. On November 5th of 1981, the Lee Plaza was added to the National Register of Historic Places. In February of 1987, an 84-year-old resident was found murdered, having been suffocated with a pillow. Following this, many residents began to move out of the Lee Plaza. Due to budget cuts, the Lee Plaza would close in 1997. In 2000, 6 of the lion heads that used to decorate the outside of the building were stolen. They were later found in a condo complex in Chicago. They were purchased by an architectural firm after being sold at an antiques auction. Following this, many more sculptures were stolen from the Lee. In May of 2002, authorities recovered 24 of the lion heads and 3 stone griffins. Since December of 2008, Detroit's City Housing Commission has been looking for a developer to renovate and reopen the Lee Plaza. In 2019, the Detroit City Council approved the sale of the Lee Plaza to the Roxbury Group and Ethos Development Partners. Their plan is to turn Lee Plaza into an apartment complex and retail center. Work has already begun to restore and to renovate the building. It's unclear when the renovations will finish, but for the time being, the future of the Lee Plaza Hotel is looking bright. The Lee Plaza is an architectural masterpiece on the skyline of Detroit. It has an amazing history, and it will never be forgotten.